Now, with SEC play getting ready to start next week, we're going to bring back one of our favorite segments, Fact or Fiction, all SEC time. You ready to do this, Krebs?
I'm sure I'm not ready to do this, but let's do it.
Fact or Fiction, number one, Florida is the clear favorite in the SEC.
At this moment?
Yes. No, next week. Yeah, today.
Fact.
All right. Why? You're Dave Baker me right now, aren't you?
No, I say fact because with the quality of wins that are out there, I don't think that there has been one with Kentucky and Florida right now. I think they're the favorite. I mean, there's nothing to it. I think Kentucky will win it all, but I don't know.
I think I agree with you, fact, and I think they have the best resume. They're obviously the team with the best ranking, but they play a style. If you look at the teams that match up, Missouri and Kentucky, the only two competitive teams, the pieces they have would be difficult for Kentucky to match up. It's not out of the realm of possibility, but they have strong big guys. They have guys that can shoot the ball pretty well. And Missouri, I'm not quite convinced yet because they still, without Michael Dixon, they haven't played anybody. See how they're going to match up. Fact or fiction number two, because of the way they've played in non-conference, Kentucky is under more pressure this year to show something in SEC play than ever under John Calipari.
Fact. I think the SEC play is going to be huge for them, not only for the fact that they don't have a really good record right now and they need to improve that, but also because the development that usually takes place in the non-conference has to happen in the conference. Now, I think they're making steps in the right direction, but I think conference play is going to be huge for them going into the SEC tournament and then the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, especially for the seeding in the NCAA tournament. They're not going to have an opportunity to get those resume wins. I mean, Florida's there, maybe Missouri. But other than that, Louisville was their last really good chance to maybe move from, let's say, they're going to be a 5 seed to a 4 seed or a 6 to a 5. I mean, that win alone could move them 1-2 seeds. So I agree with you. I think they're under a lot of pressure on top of the last couple of years. It hasn't been. They struggled in SEC play when they did struggle 2 years ago. They have a lot to prove, and not just in getting the wins, but I think in style points for the committee that's going to do the seed. So fact or fiction number three. John Calipari is his fourth year, first 3 seasons, 2 guys, John Wall, Anthony Davis, SEC Player of the Year. So fact or fiction, this year a UK player will win SEC Player of the Year.
I'm going to have to say fiction.
Fiction?
I don't think that Kentucky has one right now that's just a head and shoulders above it. But I thought John Wall and Anthony Davis, they earned it. And I don't know if we have one now. From what I've seen this year, that would go ahead and just say, as of right now, without playing any games in the SEC, that they would be the player of the year. I don't see it.
B.J. Young at Arkansas scoring really well. When we did our preview on the website here, he was my preseason pick. He's scoring really well, hasn't done a lot. Phil Pressey, the guy who they picked, for the media picked, is averaging, I think, 12 points a game. He's shooting like 30% from the field. That's not what you want your point guard. Has 8 assists a game. I want to say fact. Just because I think they're going to be better than teams expect. And I think Nerlens Noel is going to be that guy. Archie Goodwin most likely would have been my pick 2 weeks ago. I think Nerlens has become such a force. Even when he's not blocking shots, he's the best defender on that team. He is just the way he guards the ball. So I'm going to say fact just because.
I just need more consistency.
Yeah,
I think from this point forward, consistency. But you're right, no one is showing any consistency.
I don't like that we're disagreeing right now. It's so uncomfortable. It just got real awkward. Fact or fiction number 4. Alex Poitras is the most important piece, the X factor for Kentucky in SEC play.
I'm going to say fact on that. I do think at this moment, with the fact that Ryan Harrow has come along and he's on the right track, now it's Alex Poitras. I think he's the X factor because, first of all, he can be the motor guy. He can be good on offense, but it's going to take all those other pieces. But I think if he gets going, that means the rest of the team has stepped up because I think I said earlier, when the rest of the team gets going offensively and starts doing the right things, I think you're going to see his game elevate to another level.
Yeah, I agree with you, and partially because, like you said, Ryan Harrow, are you surprised at how good he's been all of a sudden? I mean, he came back and he adjusted, and all of a sudden
Marcus Teague last year did the same thing. It only took a couple games to get them back on track, but it's a confidence thing. It's getting more comfortable at practice and running through their offense. I'm telling you, he's starting to feel it now. He's coming back from sickness, and I think he's feeling it.
All these guys, you feel they're so much more consistent than they were. Maybe Archie not quite as much because he's letting other guys do more now. But Alex Poitras, they need to get something from him. So I'll say fact. Finally, fact or fiction, UK will win the SEC.
That's a fact. I think right now they are moving right direction. They have the pieces. They have. I don't think there's really a weak point of their game. And it's just about everyone coming together and starting to play. And like Coach Cal said earlier in the season, it has to be the guys' team and not just Coach Cal's team. So as soon as everyone starts taking ownership, I think that's when you're going to see them probably 5 or 6 games into the SEC play where they start really playing well.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think this is a team that was built to take some lumps because of the way the pieces fit together and everybody being new. But I think they've taken those already.
Yeah.
You know, we all said before the season, in SEC play, they're going to struggle. I disagree. I think by the time this starts next week, they're going to be a well-oiled machine for the most part. There's still a lot to work out, but Ryan Harrow's playing better. Nerlens Noel, I still say, consistently best defensive player. You take Anthony Davis out of the equation, this is the best defensive player Kentucky's had since John Calipari's been here.
The things I love is the fact that they don't give up.
Right.
You saw that against Duke and Louisville. They're making tons of mistakes, and they're still in games.
Right.
And that's huge. I think once they start making less mistakes, start playing together more as a team, find a leader, find that motor guy, Willie Cauley-Stein starting to pick up, I think that they're going to be deadly, and I don't think anyone wants to play them in March.
The schedule allows it's kind of backloaded, so they can continue to figure it out till they get to those games. So we'll see. Mark, thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
Always a pleasure hanging out with you.